It's freaking Monday. How's it going? I have been unironically listening to the VAT19 2011 Party Gummy Bear song. I can't get it out of my head, but at the same time, I'm kind of like surprised by it. It's not a bad song. I don't know. Like everyone else, I've been seeing all the memes about how like the original VAT19 guy, Joey Graves, mogs everybody. Like he was like the OG, the true drop shipper. But I've been seeing all those memes, so I was like, I'll like go through like the old VAT19 stuff. I used to watch VAT19 when I was a kid or whatever, like in middle school and stuff. But I never really like I never knew they had like music or like songs for the like little sweatshop products they sold and stuff. But damn! The Party Gummy Bear song goes so hard. That's the song of the day, by the way. Party Gummy Bear song. I kind of forgot about Song of the Days. So, if you're fucking... Dude, the Party Gummy Bear song, I'm telling you. Listen to that shit. Peak 2010s shimmer pop. Peak early 2000s, early 2010s shimmer pop. Give that a listen. Hope you guys had a great weekend, though. An awesome Monday so far. Highlight of my day. Or should I do a highlight for the weekend, since it's technically been a few days? Highlight of the weekend. There's actually a few highlights of the weekend. Main one, first of all, I got to see my girlfriend. It was excellent. It was an amazing time. I always love seeing my freaking girlfriend. A particular like sub highlight of that highlight is that we went and tried this new like nighttime cafe that opened up in a city kind of nearby here, and it was good. To be honest, I got a mocha latte, and I kind of like my coffee a bit more like kind of on the plain side. Like I really like to taste like the actual like the bean and the aroma and that whole kind of thing. So the mocha latte wasn't really quite the move. It was kind of just super milky and not really hot. So I don't know. But also the place itself, I'm gonna be honest, it was like a 6 out of 10. But being with my girlfriend and just like trying new things and stuff, that's what the whole experience is about. So at the end of the day, it was a freaking 10 out of 10. It was an awesome time. So we did that. That was a highlight. My parents, another highlight, just got their kitchen remodeled. So I went over there yesterday to go do my laundry, and then I just ate a bunch of snacks and leftovers there in their kitchen. That was awesome. It was cool hanging out in their new little space and stuff. And then early on Saturday morning, I had a badass chest and shoulders workout to kick off the weekend. Honestly, it was just a good weekend. It was just a good, like, solid-ass weekend. No complaints. So I hope you guys can freaking say the same. A low for the weekend, since I technically have to pick one. Oh, man, I don't know a low. My little kitty cat, Ophelia, she had her first little accident, man. She threw up for the first time. She had her first little kind of ickiness. She's never, I'm knock on wood now, she's never peed or pooped or thrown up on anything or really anywhere, like aside from her litter box or anything. She's never thrown up before. And so I gave her a churu, like kind of midday on Saturday. It's like those little squeezy tube treats, which she loves. We do that like, I don't know, 4 times a week or so, and never had any issues. But for whatever reason, like I gave her the churro, and then my girlfriend and I, Camilla, were watching like Dexter or something. And I look back, and there's a little wet spot on the bed. So I'm like, what the heck is that? So I get up and look over, and there's like little bits of food and stuff. So there wasn't like an actual throw up pile, unfortunately, because I think she ate it. So, but I didn't hear her dry heaving. She wasn't like acting weird. There was I don't know. So she's been totally fine since then. I've kind of like I'm just very, very minimally, not shortened, but like lessened like the amount of food I put in her bowl, just to make sure I don't want to like, because cats are the kind of animal that will just eat forever if you let them. So I wanted to make sure I'm not like, she's not fat or anything, but I want to make sure I'm not like overfeeding her or trying to stuff her or anything. And it seems like she's been fine since then. And that reminds me, I'm actually going to get her food bowl rinsed out so I can get her dinner here in just a few freaking seconds. Last week, I talked about some craziness going on in the cosplay community. I really don't feel like talking about it anymore, so if you want to know what that is, you should just go watch my last video. The frickin', gosh, dude, the Streamer University videos, oh my god. It's so hard to watch, dude. It's so hard. I almost want to send in a video to like to the stream it, whatever it is, the Kai Cenat fucking bullshit, just so I can be like, why should I be in Streamer University? I don't know, because I'm not like 99.9% of the other melts that are applying, bro. Oh my gosh. I've seen like 4 different application videos just like scrolling TikTok or Instagram Reels and stuff where it's like, I'm just a good listener and, you know, I'm like relatable. Bro, bring... Never mind. I can't even get it out because that was God. That was divine intervention. But what I was gonna say was not gonna be nice. But it's like, yeah, what about either of those things makes you entertaining? Why would I want to take time out of my already busy day? I don't know. I know it's just been crazy. It's been, as someone who's like made, or at least kind of started, like I've got a little bit of a platform going. I think I'm at like a total of like 26 or 27,000 followers. But like it's annoying, like, and that's while having like a full-time job and like having bills to pay and all this other kind of shit. It's annoying having these like to watch these people or like these kids even who are just like, yeah, I kind of just want to like do nothing my entire life and then just start getting paid to like make videos online. Like, no, motherfucker, that's not how it works. You have to like, whatever. I probably sound like a freaking unk saying all this, but it is just crazy. And I hope that whoever does get into that, or I don't really know how it works. It's like once you get in, is it like do you make money or like what do you? I don't even. Is it like a real? Like, do you physically go to a place and, like, you take classes there? I don't know really how it works. I'm not really, like, into streaming and stuff because I am employed. Well, I'm not, well, that's, okay, I'm not into streamers, like, day-to-day, like, life streamers, because I'm employed. That I have far better things to do with my life than watch somebody walk around a mall and harass people. But I love streaming just like games and stuff, being like actually entertaining and, you know, providing value to people's lives and stuff. That, sign me up for that. I've been watching JoJo with my girlfriend. Dude, never words I thought I would ever utter in my life. But we're on not season, whoa, almost. That was like a LARP. Oh man, that was like a LARP giveaway right there. I mean, I'm not allowed to have a JoJo tattoo and like almost all of the manga collected, so I'm not a JoJo LARPer, I'll tell you that right now. But my favorite part, not even favorite part, the part we're on is part 3. Arguably one of the top, you know, fan favorite parts. So I'm not gonna lie, I think my all-time favorite part, and it might be different depending on the day that you ask me, but my go-to answer when everyone's like, oh, what's your favorite JoJo part or season, whatever. It's part 2, man. It's part 2. You can't go wrong with Joseph, dude. I love, like, the stands and all that stuff, they're fucking badass, okay? I'm not a stand hater, nothing like that stuff. But the classic just, like, vampire versus sunlight in, like, old-timey New York and Britain and stuff, that goes hard. I like that. I like it a lot. I got back and shoulders at the gym tonight. It'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. I had to work today. Showed up at 8:19. But I technically didn't have my laptop open and stuff until it was like 8:20. So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, baby? I did my cardio on my lunch break. And now I am brain farting because I'm locking in on washing this fucking mug so hard. It was funny, one of my good buddies, good like cosplay friends, his name's Chris Moran Cos on Instagram. You should go follow him. Super cool dude. We actually met virtually like through cosplay and stuff. Turns out we live like within an hour of each other, both in the California Bay Area. So we went and freaking worked out a couple of times and stuff. We like got lunch together and stuff. Great dude. It's awesome, man. He's like genuinely, I think one of the first friends that I've made as an adult guy. So it's cool. You don't have to just like go through life with your childhood friends. You can make new friends, and you can make better friends. Get that freaking blotch of soap I spilled on the freaking floor earlier. But he was saying, he was like, "Oh, bro, I'm officially joining the Spider-Man cosplay community," and it turns out basically we basically just have the exact same Spider-Man costume now. It was funny because he was reaching out like, "Oh, dude, we gotta like make a collab on something," and I'm like, "Bro, we're about to have the exact same suit. I'm not really sure what kind of collab you have in mind." I thought that was funny. I thought it was funny. Mostly funny because Chris is just such like a wholesome and freaking whimsical dude. It's just like, man, I love you, dude. You're freaking awesome. I don't even know where I was going with that. I don't even know where I was going with this whole video. This might just be one of those ones where it's just like you're FaceTiming one of your homies and I'm just kind of rambling this entire time. But hey, you know what? Thank you guys for sticking around and listening to me ramble. I'm gonna wash the cat food bowl now. Man, dude, I thought I did not have this many dishes when I would get home. But I kind of made like a big ass scramble last night and low-key, high-key, Herculeanly sabotaged myself. Oh yeah, and I meant to say, drop your guys' lows and highs for the weekend in the freaking comments below. I love chatting with you guys. There's someone, I want to say his name is Kush on here, Khush. Dude, shout out to you. I feel like we're always having a good little conversation in the comments section and stuff. And thank you for just watching my videos and hanging out, dude. You're like one of the day ones, man. I remember freaking like talking to you on some of my first ever videos and stuff. So thank you, Kush Aura? Kush Aura? I'm going just purely based on like the last comment section conversation we had. But you know who you are. Thank you for watching, dude. I really appreciate it. It's awesome having another cool person to chat with at the end of the day. Okay, I got a pair of scissors, 2 bowls, a spoon, a spatula. God damn. I was saying this out loud to like be like, okay, it's actually not that much, but it's way more than I freaking. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna. What am I doing here? Okay, here's cat food bowl. I'm gonna finish washing these dishes in the sink, and then I'm gonna cut the camera, okay? Because I gotta get serious. Yeah, I gotta get freaking serious. Man, cosplay ideas. I got a few really good cosplay, kind of niche cosplay ideas. Like I think that's kind of like maybe not my specialty, but maybe a certain angle or brand to cosplay that I like to bring to the table is doing just like really random and super niche ones, like the Happy Wheels dad. That was, I don't think anybody was expecting that. So I have a few that are kind of similar to that, where it's maybe not like old video games, but just like really old like YouTube characters or stuff like that. So be on the lookout. YouTube, these videos is usually where I'll like give hints or whatever as to what I'm gonna do kind of next with my content. Oh, dude, speaking of, hang on, this is actually huge. New content idea plus thing that is happening for real now because I've spent money on it. Starting in July, I'm gonna be doing streams every single day for 3 weeks straight. It's gonna be called Zach's Summer Spooks. Or Zach's Spooky, something like that, okay? I'm having like title cards professionally designed for it, and I'm gonna play not a new horror game, but I'm gonna be playing through horror games every single evening for the month of July, okay? It's gonna be freaking awesome. I want you guys there. Even if you don't show up, I'm gonna be doing it anyway, so it would just be cool. Hey, if you showed up, that would be awesome. But I think it's gonna be sick. It kind of what made me think of it is back in like high school when I first got a computer in my room. I spent like this oh my gosh, this cutting board is annoying me. I spent all of the summer going into junior year and the summer going into senior year watching a horror movie every single night. You know, it just like, it was almost like a comforting, maybe not every single night, but at least every other night, or sometimes every single night. And like I would just go through the Netflix like horror movie selection, just boom, and then the next one, boom, and then the next one, boom. And it was really fun. It just felt like a cool like little summertime thing. So I want to bring back the summer scariness. And what better way to do that than in frickin' stream? So I'm hyped for that. But yeah, I will be making like all kinds of announcements and stuff. If you guys have games, any spooky games that you want me to play, let me know in the comments. DM me on Instagram or anything. Just let me know somehow. I'm gonna be like start getting a list together of kind of like an agenda of the different games and stuff. I think it's gonna be freaking sick, dude. I am super looking forward. I mean, I'm gonna get to play video games for 3 weeks straight. So after my 9 to 5 and then going to the gym and all that kind of stuff. But you know what I mean. It'll be awesome. It will be super freaking awesome. So let me know what games I should play. And I like real scare. I mean, like, well, that's actually not true. Because just like the old horror movies, you get a little bit of everything. You know, you can get like the real fucking scary ones that like you probably should not have watched. But then you can also get like the kind of campy ones or the kind of corny ones, just the flat out bad ones. The ones that are entertaining but don't really make sense when you think about it in the grand scheme of things. Same goes for the games. I love all kinds of indie horror games, stupid like $2 horror games, AAA horror games. I love them all. I love them all. So hit me with your recommendations, and we're gonna have a freaking spooky summer. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be freaking sick. I know someone. Their name is Aaron. They also live in France. But they are a loyal Zack's Quest viewer and friend and cool person. And I know that they will be very excited because they always like hanging out with streams and stuff. And Aaron, these streams will be for you. Maybe not all 3 weeks, Aaron. That's kind of a bit much. Maybe we can, just to put, you were thought about, Aaron, when I thought of this idea. No, but in all seriousness, I'm actually super looking forward to it. Keep your eyes peeled on my TikTok and Instagram stories. Like I said, I'm having one of my friends / coworkers who is a professional designer. I commissioned her to make some like custom stream elements and stuff. So it's gonna be fun, dude. It's gonna be freaking sick. I better see you there. Okay, I got one. No, damn, I still have the freaking pot in the. I got a spoon in the bowl, and then I'm cutting the camera. Okay, I gotta lock in. I gotta prep my lunch still for tomorrow, and it's already 5:24. I gotta work kind of late because I was having a conversation with my boss. It's like one of those like perfect examples of when it's like, oh yes, only 10 minutes left to go, and then your boss walks up at like minute 7, and it's like, hey, do you have a second? Yes, I do. I've got all the time in the world. I totally was not counting down the clock to when I can leave this goddamn place. No, all that to say as well, I am... Well, you know what? No, I was going to say I'm perfectly happy with my job, but no, actually, I have been feeling kind of fucking burnt out, and I'm not a liar. I'm a real guy, so I'm going to be honest about that. But whatever, that's life. That's also kind of just being an adult. Sometimes you get burnt out and bored, and you gotta fucking power through it, man. It's like I said, that's what Victor Hugo writes. Popular 19th century author. You know, it's like you could take the pressure of, I mean, in his kind of senses, he was talking about poverty and stuff, but it's like you can either take these moments and let them shape you into evil, into the bottom of society, the bottom of the barrel, this demonic, lazy pile of trash, or you let it transform you into a fucking phoenix rising from the ashes, into an angel of like society, not even on some weird religious stuff. Just that like going through a really hard time or grueling like life situation. It doesn't like you don't just go through it and you're like, oh, okay, whatever. No, there's usually like two polar end reactions you have. You have the bottom of the barrel reaction, like I said, or the phoenix, like I said, okay? I've had both. I've had both happen to me. I've gone through both. It's a lot more fun to be the badass phoenix, so take it from me and do that. But I think that's it for this video. I mean, I feel like I kind of just talked out of my ass for 20 minutes, so thank you guys for hanging out. And I'm gonna wash this spatula. You guys remember that episode when SpongeBob's like spatula broke, so then he got that one mechanical spatula, but then after the mechanical spatula wouldn't touch the Krabby Patty meat, so then he tried going back to his old spatula in the hospital, but then it rejected him because he felt replaced. Deep shit, man. Deep shit. I think about that at least once every day. That's a lie. No, I don't. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Go touch some grass. Go read a book. Go tell your friend they smell bad. Either because it's funny or because they actually smell bad. Either way, you're still being a good friend. So, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.